beginning. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this video if you want more content like this. And leave a comment.
Crazy tournament. We're moving on to the SEC tournament in what has been deemed the best conference in America for obvious reasons. So this one should be crazy. I believe it starts tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So 16 teams. First game we get is South Carolina versus Arkansas. And Arkansas, I'm pretty sure, is still trying to play to get in. I'm not sure. I think they're on the right side of the bubble, but with the Mississippi State one they just had. But still, you probably want another one if you're Arkansas. Anyways, thoughts?
I think South Carolina just beat Arkansas by a good margin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Arkansas gets their get back and gets a dub here.
Yeah, I'm with that too. I think Arkansas gets their chain back, gets a win. They're wanting to get in the tournament and stay on that right side of the bubble. So yeah, Arkansas on this one.
Yeah, I'm going with Arkansas. I watched that. They were down like 40 at one point, and I believe they scored 14 points in the first half. It was something nasty.
Yeah.
So Arkansas, I like how they've been playing lately, excluding the South Carolina game at South Carolina. Moving on, we have Texas facing off against Vanderbilt. I believe Vanderbilt's on the right side of the bubble. Texas is on the wrong side of the bubble. Thoughts on this game?
I feel like Vandy has beaten some good teams this year.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the spread for this game because I was curious. I feel like they should. It's pretty much a pick 'em. It's like 1.5 or whatever.
It is in Nashville too. Not just where you pick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nah, I'm not. This time I'm not gonna let it sway me. Trey Johnson's gonna go crazy. He's gonna carry him to a win here. 1 win. Vandy's been pretty good this year, better than what I thought they would be.
Okay. Yeah, I'm honestly going to go Vandy in this one. They've shown me a lot more. I trust AJ Hoggard. I trust their coach too, coming from AJ just a little bit, just to give you a win past a bad Texas team. But they got enough to beat Texas, and I'll take the coaching here compared to what Texas has right now.
I hear you on the Trey Johnson, right? I hear you there because he had 0 points and arguably their biggest game of the year last home game. So it's like he's kind of due to go off. But Vanderbilt's been so good, like at home, and this is essentially a home game. I'm not sure how well Texas travels for Texas basketball. I like Vandy. I think Vandy's just more of a complete team.
That's fair.
So we're gonna go with Vandy here. LSU versus Mississippi State.
LSU sucks, so I'm taking Mississippi State here.
Yeah, same here. Mississippi State.
Yeah, Mississippi State. LSU is just not that good.
Yeah.
We have Oklahoma facing off against Georgia. I believe this is also like a, I don't want to say an elimination game because I think Georgia's on a really good side of the bubble. But anyways, bubble implications in this game.
Oklahoma just plays like zero defense, I feel like. So I think Georgia's going to find a way to win this game, but I think it's going to be a very close game. It could really go either way.
Yeah, I honestly think this one can go either way too, but I honestly want to take Oklahoma. I'm taking Fears, honestly, all the way. Fears is, I think this is where he's going to really show out. He's done it before in a couple big games this season, and I think this is another one where he does it.
I like Pierce a lot. I do. I just don't trust the pieces around him. Yeah. They're like Porter Moses. It's kind of the fans aren't really messing with him for real. I don't know why. The SEC is tough. So, but I like Mike White and I like what he's doing with this Georgia team. I think they can get a win here. They've been playing really well as of late, even in the losses like at Auburn and whatnot. I think Georgia's just on. It's just moving. It's just clicking at the right time of year. All right, we're moving on to the second round. We have Arkansas facing off against Ole Miss.
This is a tough one too. Ole Miss they've both been so inconsistent this year, but it's also because it's a gauntlet. I think Coach Cal gets one more. in an ugly game.
I like that. I like that. I do think Coach Cal probably gets one more too, honestly, because I just feel like just this team in general, like they're just an overall probably better team than Ole Miss just by a little bit. But yeah, give me Arkansas.
I'm gonna go with the guards of Arkansas. I do like Sean Padula though. I
Yeah.
do like what Ole Miss did this year. They're a lot better than I thought they were gonna be this year. But they're safely in the tournament. I think Arkansas gets this win, secures their spot in the tournament, and they move on to face Auburn on what is this? Friday? Yep. We have Mississippi State versus Missouri.
Wait, did we skip Texas
Oh,
A&M?
I did skip. Vanderbilt versus Texas A&M.
So Texas A&M is a pretty good team, but they suck at shooting free throws, and their offense is super inconsistent.
Their offense is
And I didn't click for me that Vandy was pretty much. We don't know how their crowd travels. Texas A&M thinks they're the shit right now. They just beat Auburn, and then they got an easy win versus LSU, and I think they slip up here, and Vandy upsets them.
Yeah, that's tough. I was like that a couple days ago with them in Auburn, and I got to trust the Wade Taylor show. I think Wade Taylor really shows off in this one, but it might be a little bit closer than what we kind of expect. Like you said, they travel pretty well for Vandy since they're in Nashville, but give me the Wade Taylor show.
I want to pick Vandy so bad.
Just do it.
I want to too.
I want to pick Vandy so bad. And like the only offense Texas A&M has is like missing their first shot and getting a rebound and going back up. Man, I want to play.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Texas
play
A&M.
I'm gonna play Vandy. I'm gonna play Vandy. We need some chaos in these brackets. I'm gonna go with Vandy. It's just a gut feeling. I don't really have a real reason. I'm gonna go with Vandy. Vandy's a good basketball team though, so that wouldn't actually surprise me. Missouri versus Mississippi State.
I feel like Missouri's been falling off a cliff. I feel like they've lost like 4 in a row or something. I could be wrong, but like I was like, okay, they lost 3 in a row. They're coming back home to play Kentucky. They should get a win here, bounce back, and they got it looked like they got destroyed out there. I forget what the final score was. I just feel like they're falling off the cliff. I know Mississippi State, they were pretty good to start the year, not so good as of late, but I'm gonna take them to upset Missouri here.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Missouri. Actually, I've been watching a lot of Missouri games. I have been burned on a couple of those bad losses that they've had. They've had a couple bad stretch of games where they're playing a lot of tough SEC teams, but not making an excuse for them. But I think they can get a win here in this game. So yeah, give me Missouri.
I'm gonna go with Missouri. I like Missouri's team, Caleb Grill and everybody. Yeah, I like Missouri's team. Mark Mitchell's having a career year with them. They just, yeah, I like Missouri's team, so I'm gonna go with Missouri. That's all I got here. I just lost the bracket. Does anyone know who's next?
Kentucky, Georgia.
Yep.
And everybody healthy on Kentucky? Lamont Butler's good?
Lamont Butler is good, but obviously Robinson's out. Crease is out for the year. Butler's probably realistically 80%.
Give me Kentucky in the game.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I think Kentucky has just enough to get by Georgia. Georgia's going to fight hard, but yeah, Kentucky should win this.
I'm going to go with Kentucky too. I think that they're a well-coached team. Mark Pope, even when they are missing, it seems like when they're missing pieces, they play even better for some reason. It's kind of weird. So, yeah, I'm with you guys. I'm going with Kentucky to advance in this one. Moving on to the quarterfinals, we get Arkansas versus Auburn. Can Arkansas continue their run in the SEC tournament, guys?
See you later.
Nah.
Auburn's off, 2 losses now?
Yep.
They're going to get killed.
I just said, go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, Auburn. Yeah. Give me Auburn. No way. This is where the train stops for Arkansas today.
Yeah, Arkansas has done enough to get in by this point, if we're correct. Auburn coming off 2 losses. They I would be shocked if they lost 3 in a row. So I'm gonna go with Auburn here. Next we have Vandy versus Tennessee, and I believe Vandy beat Tennessee earlier this year
in Tennessee.
So who do you guys have in the all Tennessee matchup?
Zakai Ziegler, I don't care what anybody says, he's terrible.
Oh.
Tennessee offense is so inconsistent. Vandy's beating him again.
Hey, hear me out.
But Vandy is beating them one more time. We need some chaos in this damn tournament.
We really do. And I'm also going to go ahead and just say it straight up. I'm a fade Rick Barnes all March, and I'm a fade him here again today with fading and taking Vandy. I like that coach. He used to coach at JMU, and I think he has enough. I think he could do it again. This team, they got a little magic in him.
I'm going to go with Tennessee, even though we've already picked Vandy. I just think obviously there's going to be way more Tennessee fans. Not to say that fans win the game, but
yeah,
I think that they remember Vandy beating them. They're not going to take them lightly. Anyways, we got Missouri facing off against Florida, and Missouri actually beat Florida earlier this year.
Yeah, give me Florida.
Oh,
yeah, I'm Florida. I'm on Florida too with that one.
Yeah, I think Florida's the best team in the SEC right now. So give me Florida. Next, we have Kentucky versus Alabama. Alabama has beat this team twice. Does anything change here, guys?
Not in my opinion. I think it's 3 in a row for Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama probably pulls it off. It's going to be a very good game, though.
Yeah, I got Alabama. I just think that this, especially with the injuries too, it just doesn't match up well for Kentucky. So Alabama's moves on to the semis. We have Auburn versus Vanderbilt.
Auburn,
Auburn in that one.
I don't know, man. I'm just kidding. Auburn. Next, we have Florida versus Alabama.
I think Florida pretty easily.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Florida too. I'm not gonna say easily, but I think Florida. I think they probably kind of show out here, have a good win right before they go play Auburn. So yeah, Florida though.
I'm gonna go with Florida too. I think Florida, like I said, is the best team in the SEC. I like their guards, and I like their, and that's kind of crazy because it's an inside joke between me and Femi. But I was telling him there's no way in hell that Florida would ever beat Duke. That was earlier in the year, but they're a lot better now. But we have Florida versus Auburn in the SEC championship game. Who is your SEC champion?
So Florida beat Auburn in Auburn this year, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So Auburn will want revenge, but I think it's still going to be Florida. Florida is crazy this year. Last year's SEC championship, wasn't it Florida versus Auburn as well? I want to say it was. I want to say it was. So I'm just at least they lost to them in the SEC tournament last year. I remember that. And I feel like Walter Clayton and them remember that very well. I think they're the best team in the SEC, like you were saying.
Yeah, I'm also probably going to go Florida too. I'm a big Florida fan. I love Walter Clayton Jr. I love their guard play. I just think they're going to be way more experienced compared to what Auburn has. And yeah, so give me Florida for the SEC champs.
I'm agreeing with you guys. I think Florida does win this game. So Florida to become the SEC champs and look hot going into March, possibly a 1 seed. But I guess we'll see.